Hello there folks, my name is Spoonks and I saw two movies this weekend, the first being Argylle, which was terrible. Now, while I was admittedly with it at first, it did pique my interest, it did capture my attention. I was curious to see where the story would unfold and take place as the film went on, but the problem is, the movie went on, and the further it went on, the more convoluted, ridiculous, and really uninterested I became. I'm sorry, but this movie was just way more focused on setting up big reveals and plot twists to catch the audience off guard and to get them off the edge of their seats and going like, what? I didn't expect that. And at first I was admittedly caught off guard, but the more they continued to do this and with reveal after reveal, it got tedious after a while. It doesn't help that the overall story at the end of the day doesn't really do a lot to make these reveals outstanding. It's just a typical spy case scenario where someone is put in a situation they weren't supposed to be in, but now since they're already in, they have no choice but to be in this situation, and the characters aren't that interested. The actors do try their best, but the material they're working with is just not the best material. It wasn't really that funny because the tone didn't really mesh up well. Sometimes it's a serious spy espionage story, and other times it's a goofy, wacky action comedy, and these tones really don't balance each other out all that well. Even the action scenes, especially for a Matthew Vaughn film, were really lackluster. It felt very sanitized for a movie under his caliber, especially if you've seen stuff like Kick-Ass or the Kingsman movies. It just really felt like the studio wanted a PG-13 so badly, so they really cut down on the violence, especially with the violence here, as there is barely any blood despite several people getting shot and stabbed a lot in this film, and just not a single trace of blood coming out of their bodies, really. Overall, I really did not like this movie. I will never watch it again. I wouldn't even say give this a chance when it drops on Apple TV+. There's just so much better movies and shows on that streaming service, and I don't even have that streaming service, and I know it's still got way better things on it than this movie. Do not go and check this out. I really don't recommend it. This movie was really, really bad. The other movie I watched this weekend was Orion and the Dark, which was really cute. I didn't have a lot of expectations going into this movie. I thought it was just going to be another generic, typical, out-of-this-world animated movie to help a kid out going through life problems. But it actually was a little bit better than I thought. I mean, on paper, that is basically what it is, but there's a bit more to it that makes it stand out from these other types of generic out-of-this-world animated adventure films, and I think the film really handles the stuff well. I loved all the characters in the film, specifically the relationship with Orion and the Dark. I think they had a good chemistry, and they played off of each other very well, and their friendship was really sweet to follow as the movie went on. And as the movie goes on, it reveals a bit more about what it actually truly is, and that really interested me, and it really took this movie into interesting places. It does take the ending into a bit of an odd turn, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be a bit perplexed and confused as to that, as I was, but the resolution and final few minutes of the film, without going to spoilers, do reveal its true nature, and I thought it ended things on a genuinely sweet note. I love the animation, love the designs of all the various night creatures, and even the humans who looked a bit odd at first, I actually did kind of like their designs in their own quirky, strange way. It's definitely, humans definitely look odd, but in a unique way that I find to be rather appealing. I do think the movie could have been a bit funnier. It's occasionally funny here and there. I laughed and chuckled a lot, but nothing was really laugh out loud funny, and I think the film really needed to play with more of the absurdity of the concepts to make like some of the more ridiculous situations of the film, especially the ending, land a bit better for me personally. But overall, yeah, I still thought this was a really cute, sweet, fun little kids movie. If you got Netflix and the kids want to watch something short and sweet, I'd say go check it out. It's not a must-watch or anything, but it's a cute enough time, and I think you'll get some mileage out of it. And those were my thoughts on Argylle and Orion in the Dark. What were your thoughts on these movies if you've seen either of them, or if you've seen both of them, which movies did you prefer? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all the social media links right there. And until next time, everyone, stay sharp.